In this video, I'm going to show you 7 Amazon FBA online arbitrage product sourcing hacks you need to know to find the most profitable products possible in 2025. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so make sure you listen up. If you go ahead and implement this, you'll find so many more profitable products than you typically probably already are as a beginner. But what you really need to understand is that you very rarely find items good. You typically make items good. And that comes from using different discounts, different product sourcing hacks. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys how to do today. So if we take a look at these boxers, the first one right here, so we can see over on SellerAmp, our max cost is $17.46 after sales tax, shipping, fees, literally everything, right? And if we go over on Target, we can see these are going for 18 bucks right here, right? So if we plug in 18, we can see the sales rank's good, the profit's good, but the ROI is not quite there yet. But I can go over to Cardbear and use discounted gift cards and get, as we can see here, 10, 11, 13% off. And now if I take off even 10%, one of the low end size discounted gift cards here, now this system becomes about $7 profit and a 41% ROI. And that's the name of the game, is that you don't find items good, you make them good. And buying discounted gift cards on Top Cashback or Cardbear is a great way to go ahead and implement that. If I buy a $100 gift card for 90 bucks, I just saved 10 bucks on that entire purchase, and that's going to create a lot more profit margins. So Cardbear, it seems a little bit confusing the first time you use it. It's very easy. It's just an aggregator website that shows a bunch of the discount gift card sites. And then you go ahead and implement that. You'll be able to save money compared to your competition, and a lot more products will be profitable you compared to profitable for them. The second one, guys, is going to be email, account, and text sign-up coupons. If we take a look at this listing, we can see over on the Thrive website, it's going for 26 bucks. But hidden down here in the bottom left, guys, if I click this, I can see there's actually a 20% sign-up code we can go ahead and take advantage of. So this item is not 26, which would not quite be good, but be pretty close. But we actually take off 20%. And now the system becomes $12 profit and a 60% ROI. And now we can see that fits our criteria, right? So a lot of websites will have email, account, or text sign-up coupons. For email and account sign-up codes, just to use it again and again, you can set up what's called a catch-all email. That's catch ALL. That's going to let you get unlimited email addresses to go ahead and get those again and again, as well as a text sign-up code. You can typically loop that just unsubscribing and resubscribing. You want to test that per website. But worst comes to worst, you use either Text Now or Google Voice to go ahead and use those again and again. So you guys see how these items aren't profitable without these discounts, and that's the name of the game here to go ahead and implement this stuff. So if we take a look at this item, these Fruit of the Loom pants are $33. Right here in the buy box on Amazon. Over on Walmart.com, they're actually going for $14.98. So if I go ahead and plug in $14.98 here, we can see sales rank's great. The profit per unit's decent, $3 profit per unit, but the ROI is still red right here, right? And I can see, going ahead and taking a look over here on Cardbear, we plug that in, we can see, okay, Walmart's got 15% discounted gift cards. That's pretty good too. Another discount I love using is what's called tax exempt using a reseller certificate. So if I go ahead and just Google, does Walmart take reseller certificate, right? I can see, boom, the Walmart tax exempt page signs up. So you can get a reseller certificate from your state's website here. And now I have 6% currently factored in on the SellerAmp settings. So I need to offset that and subtract out 6% right here, because I can go ahead and submit my sales tax permit to Walmart, and I can use those discounted gift cards as well. So this one was like a double whammy, where we went from this item being not quite good, just barely not good from an ROI perspective, to really, really nice right here as well. And you guys see, what you need to do is go through each website you take a look at and see which of these discounts they go ahead and have. Tax exempt you can find on Google. Cardbear you can just check by going to cardbear.com in terms of discounted gift cards, and then also making sure you take a look if there's any sign-up codes as well. The next one I'm a big fan of is going to be extension coupon codes. So you want to go ahead and download the free Chrome extensions Capital One Shopping and Coupon Birds. We can take a look. They just pop up on the website. They're completely free to have. So we can see this GF Extra one is on pretty frequently. I believe it's on right now. And the cool thing is, in many cases, it actually combines with this sign-up code right here. So Gap Factory, you can literally use a sign-up code, an extension code, and there's good discounted gift cards here. So take a look on this item right here. So if we go ahead and plug in $29.99 here, we can see we just about break even. It's like a negative 1% ROI. Right? So now we take off that 20% sign-up code, and then we take off the extension code, which tends to be either 10 or 15% depending on day. Let's say it's 10% here, right? And now there's the margin we're looking for. But I can also go ahead and plug in discounted gift cards here as well. So we plug in discounted gift cards here and we get about 20% off here. Right now we can see boom, take off 20% here. And now $13 profit and a 75% ROI. And that's so different than the literally negative 1% ROI here that it would be without those discounts. So what you need to understand is that pretty much every website has one or two, for the most part, tips or tricks that make those items good. Holiday sales is another super common one as well that goes ahead and creates that profit margin on those different SKUs. For example, on Chewy, right, in sites like Vitacost, there's what's called a subscribe and save discount. This one's definitely a little bit less common here, but we can see literally we can buy it once for $70 or we can auto ship it for $49. That's obviously a massive savings. Yeah, 35% up to $20 right there. And what you do for subscribe and save codes is you just go ahead and basically just cancel the subscription after they ship the first one and go ahead and reuse it right here. Now, I know some of you guys might be thinking, okay, isn't that going to lead to order cancels? But the key is if you're not using discounts available on different websites, you're not making money from them in the first place. So naturally, who cares if a website order cancels? And so much time is wasted by new Amazon sellers not buying good products or not buying enough of good products, worrying about order cancels that might never happen. The next discount is a really, really hidden one right here, which is going to be items that are more profitable FBM compared to FBA. So if we take a look at these shorts right here, right? If we go ahead and plug these in on Google here, we can see they're over on Walmart. So Walmart, right off the bat, we know we can use tax exempt and we know we can use discounted gift cards here. But a good rule of thumb, guys, is items that are above 20 bucks but below 1 pound, we can see the weight here on SellerAmp is only 11 ounces. So if we actually scroll down here and take a look, a lot of beginners think the way you calculate the FBM numbers on a specific product is you just subtract shipping from this number here. That's absolutely not true. What you need to do instead is actually scroll down here and toggle over to FBM and then make sure you actually plug in FBM costs. The way you can get FBM costs, if you just go to howtofbm.com, we have a free FBM guide for you guys. This is going to end up shipping for about $5.50 or $6. So we can see FBA 48% ROI, FBM 64% ROI, and that's the name of the game, is that there's all these products that are more profitable FBM compared to FBA, but you have to go ahead and actually check that. And typically it's going to be items that are above 20 bucks but below 1 pound. So make sure you go ahead and implement that. This item right here we can see is going for 22 on the brand website. Right here, there's actually a 15% sign-up code as well. So at 22 minus 15% here, we can see we're close. Honestly, probably on a beauty item, good enough, right? But very close here. But another discount that I love potentially looking into is wholesale, right? So we can see there's a wholesale login, right? And one of the main components of wholesale is that it's a B2B transaction, so you can use tax exempt typically, right? So I haven't specifically looked into this website, but I assume we'll be able to, at minimum, pay no sales tax. So now this listing becomes even better. That's good enough for a beauty product, even though it's technically a little bit below the ROI criteria, right? But further discounts might be possible as well. So what I do is open up this account, submit them on documents, and potentially see if I can get a further discount too. And you just always want to be looking for these different discounts. It's the biggest mistake beginners make, is they think stuff is going to be profitable at just the cost. Very, very rarely the case. Typically, you're going to make items profitable, not find items profitable using discounted gift cards, tax exempt, FBM arbitrage, holiday sales that'll happen pretty frequently. We got Memorial Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July coming up in the next couple months as well. So make sure you guys go ahead and implement this stuff. It's going to make a big difference in product research. If you guys got any questions, let us know down below. We'll see you guys in the next SellerAmp video.